Hey everyone and welcome to another video. Today we will be compiling my most popular videos to the one that started it all to my most popular video from the views plus the amount of engagement it brought to my channel as a whole. As you all would know by now, over the past year I have been making videos basically sharing my thoughts on issues revolving channels on YouTube or occasionally talk about drama going on in the YouTube space, but that all leads up to today and I honestly thank you guys for making this a reality. Before I get to anything else, I would just like to mention that there will be a question at the end of this video. Just thought it would be fun to do something special at the midst of this compilation, and the first person to get the question right will get a shout out in my next video. So yeah, let's start the compilation. Before I start this video, I would like to address that I do not condone any form of harassment of whoever I'm talking about, so please don't attack or harass anyone I mention. Now let us begin. Ali Coca is a popular content creator who is most known for his YouTube shorts, where he talks about a variety of topics such as politics, veganism, sports, current news, and storytelling. But recently he's got himself into a bit of controversy due to one of his latest uploads. Hating on MrBeast is now a business, where he talks about the alleged MrBeast faking videos situation and also talks about the popular MrBeast expose video, "I worked for MrBeast, is a fraud," and accuses Dogpack, the creator of the video, of using the video to gain views when it clearly says in the description that the video isn't monetized. But let's get to the video.
Does function similarly to a WWE storyline. Most people just want to sit back and be entertained by the unfolding chaos. People are so lazy these days that they don't even want to put in the work to form their own opinions.
Why would you be calling people lazy if half of your videos are poorly researched, like your video called "Internet Takes Revenge," where you say a business owner sprayed water purposefully on a homeless lady because he thought she was ruining his business? In reality, she was incredibly rude to customers and frequently threw feces in nearby areas. This just proves how Ali Coca could just twist the story to appeal to his viewers, and this isn't even the first time he has done this. He has done this with multiple of his other videos, not even checking the topic to make the video more interesting, then pretends he didn't know so his viewers don't see him as a bald guy with no sense of dignity. Now let me show you the next clip.
So when you got this nasally, inbred looking little bitch throwing a bunch of unproven allegations towards MrBeast, it goes viral because negativity sells.
First of all, why would you call him an inbred little bitch when you're the guy that looks like a half-breed of Dr. Eggman and Jabba the Hutt? Secondly, why would you say that they are unproven allegations when there has tons of evidence that have come from Dogpack's video and other YouTubers that prove that some of the allegations are true? Finally, all you did is insult the guy's appearance without bringing any proof. This just proves that you barely watched the video, which can be seen in the video, by the way.
This clout chaser made a video painting Jimmy in the negative, and as a result we got a herd of sheep calling for Jimmy's cancellation. Here is a short list of all the good things that Jimmy has done to make this world a better place, which people are so quick to forget. I would have wrote down a lot more, but I ran out of room.
Ironically, he calls him a clout chaser when he is obviously doing this for clicks and views, as we can see in follow-ups, but we're not discussing this in this video. Also, just because he builds wells in Africa doesn't mean he's a good person. A person isn't defined by their traits, they're defined by their actions. I swear this guy really wants to be in one of Jimmy's videos or kiss him or something. Anyway, let's get back to the video.
I wonder if the people hating on Jimmy have done even 1% of the good deeds that he has. If you nitpick and twist your words enough, you can always find a negative narrative about anything, like this shit digger did. And here's a final question: is the world a better place with MrBeast on YouTube or without him on YouTube? You already know the answer to that.
Ali Coca, this is one of the worst hot takes that I have ever seen. You clearly didn't watch the video and you're just using raw knowledge over pure bias. All you did was insult the guy's appearance thinking those would be valid points instead of actual arguments. It's like he just stares in the screen making insults to hide the fact was he was probably paid or bribed by MrBeast to make that video. Why would you be calling Dogpack a clout chaser if he actually brought actual evidence? Why were you just screaming on the screen like a globgo gabgalab? Overall, it's disappointing to see that large creators can ridicule their audience to agree with everything they say, even when they make bad arguments. Well, at least some of his audience are calling out this large idiocy instead of falling for the trap of being Ali Coca fanboys praising his egotistical views on life. Like seriously, how can you praise someone if half of his videos are just talking about how much he accomplished for the 70th time like?
Again last night. I know it's the fact that I'm not smoking myself to sleep anymore, and that's why I'm not sleeping, but that's the...
So Ali Kako shit, the next time you feel like making an expose video, actually use good points, because you're not letting anyone agree with your side. If you're calling half of your audience shit diggers, it just looks like you are yapping, because at least Dogpack was able to make good points with actual evidence to convince people's minds. You just seem to focus on how much profit you could get on a video. Oh, and before the Ali Coca fanboys comment, I'm not using this video to cause clout. I'm just simply tired of this guy getting away with this habit of poorly researched videos and then pretending that nothing happened. And Ali, if you watch this video, please do two things. Number one, make better content. Number two, was this the best picture you got, bro? Anyway, thanks to anyone who watched this video. It took a lot of time and effort, so I would really appreciate it if you like and subscribe, and I'll see you guys at the next level. Bye. Hello everyone, and yes, you read the title. I'm finally making a video on Mr. Cupcake himself. I know I'm a little late into this, but I just wanted to bring my thoughts on this situation. For those who don't know who EDP is or Mr. Cupcake, first of all, you're lucky. Second of all, I'll do a brief summary of who he is. Brian Terhan Emerson Morland, also known as Eat That Pussy 445, was a popular YouTuber with 800,000 subscribers who was most known for his Philadelphia rants, vlogs, gaming and so much more. But back in April of 2021, EDP was exposed for being a predator by a group of predator poachers. Then 5 days later, he was permanently banned from YouTube and all of his social media accounts. But that's not what we're here to talk about today. Oh no, we're to talk about his big return.
Again, so what brings you out here today?
Well, I was coming out here to...
Glasses off.
Okay.
Go ahead.
Well, I was actually coming out here to pick up a cupcake and then go back home.
Sorry for that, I just wanted to show some cupcakes anyway. In August of 2024, EDP returned with a new channel originally called Big Cheese, but later changed to Eat That Pussy 445, which caused massive drama due to his past mishaps, and today I will give my opinion on the situation. I could show you the video, but I don't want to make room for a cupcake lover, so I'll just show this brief clip.
Who fucking knows at this goddamn point? So, yeah, we'll fucking see.
Wow, as you can see, EDP, or should I be saying Mr. Cupcake, is back in the flesh. And whoa, this guy's favorite word is freak, so much he can't stop saying it for 5 seconds. After all that cursing, the whole commentary community was bursting hate on why YouTube is allowing him to come back after all these years. I personally do not care if YouTube is allowing him to come back, because MrBeast is getting away with hiring this abomination, but Mastergwe was banned for making a couple of racist jokes. So why are people making a big deal that EDP got away with this? What I am surprised is how long has been up. For those of you who don't know, this isn't the first time that EDP tried to make a YouTube account. He tried several accounts to gain a following on YouTube, but all of them eventually got terminated by YouTube. But this time his account has been up for nearly 2 months with even an apology video, but we will get to that later. Another thing we should talk about is how he predicted Chris Tyson being a pedophile and no one believed him until now. Oh my.
Boom, boom, boom. Boom, 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 boom.
That was just some rare footage of EDP doing what I like to call the cupcake dance. Anyway, as I mentioned before, EDP made an apology video. Mistakes were made, which was basically telling his side of the cupcake incident. And don't get me wrong, there's some good point in this video and bad points too, but let us get into this video.
People are going to paint their narrative on you based on what they want to believe, especially when it comes to the internet and social media. One thing I want you guys to understand is that when you're dealing with trolls, when you're dealing with people on the internet who can just leave a comment and just run off to the scurries of their own, hiding spots, is that there's no reconciling with these motherfuckers. There's no getting through to them. There's no, trying to get these people to understand where you are at.
I actually agree with this point EDP makes. In today's age it's incredibly hard to make people agree with your opinion. What I don't understand is why you are calling the people who are giving you valid criticism trolls. It's like you don't care about what people think but proceed to make 2 videos about the matter. I'm looking at you, Ali Coca. Anyway, next clip.
At that point in time in your life, you know, addressing what happened a few years ago, the whole incident and stuff like that, I'll be the first person to tell you, I was in a very dark place in my life, very dark place. You know, had the fame, had the money, you know, had the status, you know. I thought that I couldn't be touched and paid the price for it, you know.
This is another thing I don't like. When predators make apology videos, they turn out to say they were in a dark place, so they felt obligated to essay with a minor. But the thing I like is that yes, he's probably right about the fame. EDP was probably one of the most popular YouTubers at the time and still is, so the fame and the attention might have gotten into his head a bit.
The only thing that you can do as a human being when you make a mistake to this magnitude is to take responsibility for your actions, take accountability for your actions, understand that there is an issue, right? Understand that this is not normal. You know what I mean? To have these type of behaviors, they are not normal, right? Get the necessary help, whether it's talking to a psychiatrist, talking to a therapist, you know, it could even be as simple as talking down to your, sitting down and talking to your family members. And overall, just trying to make sure that the same mistake doesn't happen again.
But bro, it did happen again. You were caught interacting with another minor after Gideon and Skeeter Gene exposed you again. Also, I hope you actually apologize to your family and friends who were deeply upset about associating with you and the minor you tried to give your cupcake to. Sorry, I know I said no more cupcake jokes, but it was too funny to ignore.
Now, a lot of people, they like to assume, right? Just because I haven't came out and made some big ass crying video, you know what I mean? Making a fucking ass out of myself, all hysterical on camera and shit like that, that I show no remorse. That couldn't be any more further from the truth. You know what I mean? What I want you guys to realize is the fact that I have sat down and I have apologized to my family, right? I've apologized to my diehard friends. And when I say diehard friends, I mean my friends who I'll openly admit I forgot about because I was surrounded by so many clout chasing motherfucking people who only really cared about me based on my internet and social media status. You feel me? I'm not going to mention their name. I'm not going to put them out there like that. You guys know exactly who you are.
I'm not surprised people thought you had no remorse for your actions. The only time you talked about it was in an apology video that was pretty trash. Anyways, EDP, you know exactly who you're talking to, your fans and the commentators that were against you, so address them to give some light to your viewpoints. Now let me show you the next one.
So there are literally 13, 14, 15, 16, 17-year-olds, you know what I mean, DMing me, hitting me up on Instagram, and they'll fucking type this message and they'll be all like, "Oh my God, are you the real EDP?" And the moment I respond with, "Yes, I am," what they'll do, right? And they think that they're fucking sneaky about this shit, right? I made a video a long time ago, and it was a video where I talked about, obviously, adults should be held accountable, and they should be, they should get in trouble for messaging minors and engaging in those type of conversations in that particular way, right? I also feel minors should get in trouble for messaging adults.
I actually agree with this. If you're a 13-year-old making inappropriate jokes with a 50-year-old man-child and you know full well that you shouldn't be doing that, There got to be consequences with actions like that. What I don't agree with is if you are just making jokes about it, but not getting too deep about it, because that becomes a bigger issue in itself.
You see what the fuck you're doing, right? Purposely messaging, not just me, purposely messaging people, right, to fuck with them, which ultimately leads to harassment, right? Showing up at your fucking job, tracking where you work at, fucking, showing up at your motherfucking dialysis center, you know what I mean? Trying to find out, what type of community that you fucking live in. Minding her own business, good people, good-spirited fucking people, right? Trying to maintain a business, right? And here come your no-life motherfucking ass because you thought it was fucking funny to take a fucking screenshot and send it to these no-life impersonating ghetto-ass, botched, fucked-up sting operation, fake-ass impersonating Chris Hansen motherfuckers, you feel me? To fuck with you, to ruin your life. You feel me? Let me ask you something. Just because you think a person is guilty or not guilty, right? What the fuck, under the law, what the fuck gives you the right to go out and start harassing people?
Yeah, I agree. If you're going to harass someone for being a PDF file without contacting the proper authorities, then what makes you better than the person you're harassing? But the thing I find funny is he could own up to the proper authorities and none of this would happen, but he chooses to stay after all that.
The only people that I need to address are my friends and my family members that I hurt deeply by my actions. Those are the only people that I need to address and that I have addressed privately. I'm not going to come on here. I'm not going to fucking cry my heart out and fucking get on my hands and knees and fucking grovel and beg for your forgiveness. Why? Because you guys, like I mentioned before, you guys already painted a narrative on me. You guys think that I'm this fucking terrible monster. So what's the point?
Okay, that's all folks. Thanks for watching the video EDP. I hope you're done with the cupcake. Be sure to check my Twitter and join my Discord spider_boy69. The links will be down below. I'm currently doing a Twitter poll to see if I should react to the Sonic 3 trailer. Check that out if you're interested. Who knows, if it does well I might actually react to it. A link to my Roblox account if you want to friend me. Like and subscribe, and I'll see you guys in the next level. Bye. Hello guys, I did not want to make this video, but it needs to be said. So it has recently come to my attention that Dogpack404, the person who started the initial allegations against MrBeast, ended up lying about everything. Okay, that probably wasn't the right way to word it, but that was basically what he did. Now let me stop yapping and get to the point. So this YouTuber by the name of Soggy Cereal uploaded a video a month ago called The Truth About MrBeast and Dogpack404, where he debunked almost every accusation Dogpack made against MrBeast, and there's some points I agree with but others I don't, so sit right back and let's begin this.
It goes ba-bum, ba-bum, bum, click, bum, ba-bum, ba-bum, bum, click, bum, ba-bum, ba-bum, bum, click, bum. I be Lord of the Rings, I manifest. Represent from the den, I don't wear no vest. I got a heart in my chest, it goes ba-bum, ba-bum. I sway halfway, the day's hump, get over. I be Lord of the Rings, I manifest. Represent from the den, I don't wear no vest. I got a heart in my chest, it goes ba-bum, ba-bum. I sway.
So I'm going to start this video talking about the things I agree with, then talk about the things I disagree with, because I can't talk about everything in the video. It's an hour long. Now the first point I would like to talk about is the Delaware allegations.
They called him Delaware. He's like, why do you call him Delaware? I didn't know. Apparently they called him Delaware because he's not allowed to go back to Delaware. That's his nickname? Colloquially? Like, yeah, it's Delaware. Don't ask him why, You know that he knew, and because he'll be in videos, and whenever he is He's wearing a mask.
Which, just saying that out loud makes it sound like a contrived side plot in a badly written Netflix series, since state banishments are extremely rare. Most recent one I found was a 1-year Kentucky banishment in the year 2000. Luckily, the real story is much more boring.
I'll just summarize this part for you. So in other words, Mr. Beast didn't know Delaware was a pedophile, so he debunked Dogpack's mask argument and proved Mr. Beast was just looking for new employees. But that doesn't still explain why he was wearing a mask, and I know Soggy said Jimmy was just a naive kid who didn't know how to do background checks. It still doesn't change the fact he knowingly put a mask on Delaware's face, and his mom was also a military veteran, so there is no way she didn't know what a background check was. Anyways, let's move on.
About how you and your cronies tricked an employee into saying what you wanted him to say to support your lies, and then you guys recording him and using that recording without his consent? Okay. Hi, Garrett.
Yeah, it was not to my knowledge that I was being recorded at all. You know, I have a friend who, you know, I worked with plenty of times outside of Mr. Beast. Just thought it was just like a normal call, just checking up on him, and checking up on me.
So Dogpack basically tricked one of his co-workers into talking about Mr. Beast because they were gossiping with their friend about something, but he recorded him to manipulate his audience without his consent, which is sad cause the person honestly felt miserable about what he did. Then Soggy goes on to talk about the war crimes when Mr. Beast made Jake Weddle stay in isolation for 48 hours, and his first argument is that it was just a joke, so he didn't actually experience any war crimes.
Oh, so it was a joke. Dustin actually did say the war crime stuff as a joke.
This argument is the one I really don't agree with, because he was pressured to do the challenge. Even if you try to make the argument that Jimmy had a contract for him to leave anytime, we've seen multiple times how stars from the industry get exploited by the pressure of helping, whether a family member or an individual. Sorry Soggy, I have to go to Jake's side. What Jimmy did to him was totally unacceptable, and calling it a joke doesn't justify it in any matter. I don't care if you don't like Jake Weddle as a person, he still experienced physical torture beyond anything you could imagine, so that's a fact, not an opinion.
Did Mr. Beast really commit 3 malicious and predatory illegal lotteries as get-rich-quick scheme? Dogpack claims they only informed people on the website that no purchase was necessary. But did you read the description? You know, the description which I got via the Wayback Machine, where it literally says free entry available on site? Oh, but wait, you never actually found the description of that video.
But what about the fake signatures? What do you have to say about that too, Soggy Cereal? But moving on, he talks about the child popcorn, and I got to side with Soggy over here. Dogpack and Rosanna didn't backcheck it at all. It was extremely disappointing because the person they showed in the video wasn't a minor at all. Like, bro, you got to back check something like this. Even if it was a nude photo of Trump's sister, he should have been more careful talking about these allegations.
Well, the new Feastables formula has more sugar and calories than Hershey's.
Mr. Beast changed the formula again to where it has mostly the same ingredients as Hershey's and even more sugar and more calories per bar.
Well, that'd be pretty messed up after Mr. Beast actively advertised his chocolate to be healthier than Hershey's. Luckily, it's just another lie. Dogpack is being deceitful here because he's comparing a single serving sized 43 grams Hershey's bar to a 2 serving sized 60 grams Feastables bar.
Okay, what he said was sort of deceitful, but the bar's quantity are pretty similar in size, and putting 2 servings on a chocolate bar that huge is pretty deceitful of Mr. Beast if you ask me, because most people aren't gonna eat half the bar, especially children. Everybody eats the full bar of a chocolate roll. So like, if you're going to make a chocolate bar that big in size, just reduce the servings overall. It is kinda deceitful of Mr. Beast. Moving on.
This pit is fake.
No, it's not. Here's footage of them digging the pit. You know what? Here's a crew member's footage of the 2 non-CGI buses and non-CGI train being in the pit after they drove them in there.
Shredder is CGI.
Nope. At this timestamp, they do shred an actual Lamborghini in a legitimate shredder. But I will say that when they use CGI, it looks fucking terrible, as if it came straight out of a CW show.
This car is digitally lifted.
This car isn't digitally lifted. However, they did change the original red coloring to blue to make a visual subtle distinction between the first rocket car they launched and failed, which was red, and the second one they launched, which succeeded, but was also red. This accusation of Dogpack 404 actually upset this engineering YouTuber who passionately worked on that rocket car for months to get it working, just to have this goober claim that it's fake.
Just because you listed 3 examples of it not being rigged doesn't mean his videos aren't fake. Yeah, you did list 3 examples of it not being rigged, but it doesn't mean his videos aren't faked as a whole. Remember, this is my opinion, so don't bash me in the comments for saying this. Now let's continue Soggy's video.
Over the next 7 days, I'm going to be giving 1,000 random people that subscribe a free Samsung Galaxy S24.
How is this legal? I don't get it. All you have to do is subscribe to the channel.
All you have to do to enter to win one of these phones is subscribe.
It's a scam. Holy shit.
The Samsung giveaway was legit. Here you can see old testimonies from random subscribers. Also, PewDiePie never bashed that clip. It's just another example of Dogpack's manipulative editing.
Okay, that point goes to Soggy Cereal. Like, bro, why would you do that? It makes me so mad. I understand you lost your job, but man, that's still messed up. And yeah, that is manipulative and disgruntling that you lied in your expose video.
Also, me disproving cheap attempts at slander from this guy doesn't mean I'm defending this guy. I know a lot of people believe in the delusion that defending Mr. Beast is the safe option. I know those people have been living under a rock lately, but defending Mr. Beast right now is actual career suicide. While regurgitating Dogpack's lies is the easy and safe way to generate millions of views.
Well, you are pretty much defending him. To be honest, you are dismissing some of the stuff he did so far. You've deflected the torture that Jake Weddle went through, saying since it was an inside joke it doesn't count as psychological torment, and also forgetting that Chris showed a pornographic image in a group chat with some of Mr. Beast's members. So I don't agree with the notion that you're not defending him. I think you're gonna gain something out of this. I don't know if it is a Mr. Beast collaboration, but I'm sure you're getting something out of this.
404, such as the lie of Feastables using child slavery. It takes a single Google search to find several public articles to prove that from October 2023, the same time when they took their slave-free banner off of the Feastables website, they've been in talks to join Tony Chocolonely's Open Chain Ethical Sourcing Initiative, and did so officially from March 2024, which, if you don't know, Tony Chocolonely's is a Dutch chocolate brand known for their goal to produce chocolate as ethically as possible.
Hooray, my poor Afro brothers and sisters are safe from domestic exploitation. Free chocolate for everyone who worked there. Don't worry, I'm kidding. It's not like child labor isn't a thing in Africa, right? And this is where this video gets interesting. So Soggy shows a clip of Dogpack's true intentions on why he got fired. He's not doing it for awareness on Mr. Beast's actions. Unfortunately, he's doing it out of spite, which doesn't change Mr. Beast's practices. Don't take this the wrong way, but proves there's no good guy in this drama.
I'm a lawyer, I'm our CEO. Part of my job is that you're pushing back on everything that we're saying. So what?
Well, because you're trying to fire me, and I want to work at this company.
I'm the CEO of this company. If I'm talking, don't interrupt me. And I am telling you this is what's happening, and you're telling me that I'm wrong. I am not wrong. I've made the decision. Here, we will take care of.
I appreciate that. Can I please have a second chance?
It's not.
Just, if I'm getting paid, just let me come in and let me try to be coachable. If Hoodie changes his mind, can I? And I've been trying to get to this point of working on Mr. Beast for a long time.
I wonder why he's trying to destroy Lokoya's life.
I think there are other people at the company, if I were to switch departments, that would be very happy to have me. I don't care about the salary.
It's not gonna happen to you.
Or Doc Scara.
She's your hiring manager.
Or put a picture of his manager on his psychotic wall for no reason but personal spite.
Okay, bro, we get it is not credible, but you don't have to rub it in our faces. Like, what about the crypto scams and Ivanka Trump? There's so much more things that Mr. Beast has done that you're clearly not asking us about. Bro, attacking Dogpack isn't going to solve the issue. Also, how the actual fuck did you get the audio file from the manager? You clearly have connections to Mr. Beast that you're not telling us. Saying it was leaked doesn't help because someone should have found it by now.
Hi Emily, you worked at Mr. Beast. Can you tell me how long you've been working there?
I've been working there for shortly over a year as of like 4 days ago. I'm the ideation strategist right now, ideation generator, coordinator, so that's my official title.
If I remember correctly, that is also where Dawson worked, or for the internet, Dogpack 404 worked, yeah. So he worked closely together with you.
Yeah, it was me and him in the department for about 2 weeks.
So in conclusion, this drama is really confusing and is hurting my brain on how mutually corresponding it is. And before any of you MrBeast glazers comment, oh, I guess MrBeast and Baldy Kako was right. Well, I hate to bring the memo, but no, they weren't, even though most of the allegations were disproved by soggy cereal. That still doesn't change the fact that Baldy only insulted Dogpack's appearance as an argument, and in the words of him, we're all poop diggers, and for MrBeast, even so, his accusations have been debunked. That still doesn't make him in any way a good person. Okay, so what I'm actually trying to say is that Dogpack, Baldy and MrBeast, all three of them are in the wrong. Had MrBeast did something about Chris Tyson's behavior, none of this could have happened. So I just want to make it very clear that I will not be deleting my MrBeast and Baldy Kako videos, because it's part of my legacy, and those were the first videos I ever posted in this channel. If people leave comments saying Baldy Kako was right, just anything along those lines, then I don't care, because you're obviously as delusional as he is. Anyway, sorry I wasn't able to upload this video the day I had planned. This video turned out to be way longer than I expected. So yeah guys, thanks for watching, and as always I'll see you guys in the next level. Bye. Hello my fellow viewers, today we are going to be talking about one of the biggest meme tubers and content farmers. Yes, it is, as you have already seen in the thumbnail, Ben Brothers. Ben Brothers is a YouTube channel which specializes in meme animations for in the likes of other meme creators such as MemeZ and Arcade Assassin, etc. etc. There are a multitude of creators who utilizes this format, but why I dislike the Ben Brothers channel and left the other meme channels, you may ask. Well, it's because this channel became a massive content farmer on YouTube, which I will explain after the brief intro.
It goes ba-bum, ba-bum, bum, click, bum, ba-bum, ba-bum, bum, click, bum, ba-bum, ba-bum, bum, click, bum. I be Lord of the Rings, I manifest. Represent from the den, I don't wear no vest. I got a heart in my chest, it goes ba-bum, ba-bum. I sway halfway, the day's hump, get over. I be Lord of the Rings, I manifest. Represent from the den, I don't wear no vest. I got a heart in my chest, it goes ba-bum, ba-bum. I sway.
So before we continue this video, some of you viewers may be wondering what a content farm is. Well, according to Google's dictionary, a content farm is a company or organization, in this case Ben Brothers, that produces a large amount of low-quality videos, memes, social media posts, and online articles on many different topics, then uses keywords and algorithms so that this content is prominently in social media feeds and in Google and other content aggregator search results. Since now you know the true meaning of a content farmer, let's see if Ben Brothers' channel meets this criteria. As you can see, his content formula is pretty bland and repetitive, only the subject changes, but the form of implication is pretty much the same thing. It's like an endless pit of clones destined to never shut up. Just look at how much like videos on his channel besides MemeZ, for instance. Even though I'm not a huge fan of his content, but at least his videos seem diverse and humorous, unlike Benny Boy over here. Now let's take a bit of a glimpse of how his content really is.
Jaden, what are you doing? Are you doing your homework? Gosh, son, are you playing Squid Game?
No, Dad. This is Shrimp Game and Roblox.
Oh my gosh, bro, you can't be serious, man. So little Timmy, or Jaden as his parents call him, is the son of plumped up Giga Chad. I wish I was kidding, but unfortunately I'm not. Like, bro, how do you come up with something like this without the usage of psychedelics? Benny Boy, are you good? Do you need someone to talk to? Cause this is just strange, and don't think I didn't notice when Mr. Timmy over here was ejaculating his Rufus off. Like what?
Did you say Roblox? What the heck is that?
Honey, Roblox is an open online gaming platform where players can enjoy various games. Young children, like Jaden, often play this game.
Oh, is that so? I didn't know that. I guess I should do an internet search about Roblox.
Okay, that was your second mistake. Your first mistake is you not deleting your channel yet, cause this is just fucking horrible. Okay, to be completely honest, I might start posting meme videos on this channel soon. I don't know when, but I will at some stage in time. But the main difference is I will be making better quality memes than some of the garbage you see on the YouTube meme genre. And why is he still masturbating?
Mr. President, many children are being exposed to risks on Roblox. Our younger generation may encounter gambling elements or be targeted by adults attempting to contact minors through chat. The platform is structurally vulnerable to these dangers. An investigation must be conducted.
Okay, Oppenheimer, let's begin a full-scale investigation into Roblox.
Okay, that has to be one of the worst ways to ban an online platform. Risks online, at least in my books, is typing racist and religiophobic slurs, and I don't mean as a joke. I mean typing out shit that you know is wrong, but still do it otherwise. enabling pedophilia, or just intentionally spreading misinformation for clicks and views like a certain insecure manchild, which I would not like to disclose for pretty obvious reasons. And overall just being a dickhead online cause you think you're superior to everyone around you. Also why the Oppenheimer and Trump reference.
What the hell? Honey, look at this.
Our investigation into Roblox has concluded that the platform is not suitable for the young generation to play. Therefore, we will be implementing a new age rating system for Roblox moving forward.
Oh gosh, that's such a big change.
If this is the case, I have no other choice as a dad.
You see, that's what I call bad acting. You were literally arguing about the age demographic just a few seconds ago. Why are you two now suddenly surprised it got banned? I seriously think this guy is honestly deluded, I really do. So let me get this straight, you're banning Roblox because the target demographic was older than you thought it was when you're literally the president. Like, this guy doesn't make no sense.
Finally, I have become a grown-up, which means I can play Roblox, which is rated PEGI 69.
Ha 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 ha, so funny. You made a 69 joke cause you're dumb that years old. Ha ha ha, like shut the fuck up, you stupid degenerate. So yeah, you've probably got an idea of the hundreds of brain-rotting videos this guy makes, but the grind doesn't end here. Oh, it most certainly hasn't. Here's another one called Kids with, oh my god bro, am I seriously gonna read this title? Am I? Kids with OIIA could be like, I'm so sorry audience, I'm never gonna read that shit again.
Class, today I have an interesting question for you. Do you know how many cats live on this planet?
Oh my god, Mr. Sustin, I have no idea.
Honestly, I would be confused too, being taught by this 1800s Indian scammer looking as teacher, and also why the Kanye toddler.
There are between 600 million and 900 million cats living in this world.
Holy shoot, that's a lot.
But here's an even more surprising thing. Do you believe that 20 million cats are abandoned by humans every year?
20 million? That's insane.
Sadly, it's
Of course, those two know nothing about animal endangerment, not surprising at all since their physical characteristics says it all. Also why the corny sound effects, it's getting too repetitive and makes this scene actually look dumber than it already is, bro. Anyways, let's get back to this atrocity of a meme tuber.
Sadly, it's true, but keep in mind, they are no different from humans. They think and act like us too. Cats are very intelligent animals and can mimic various behaviors that their owners do. For example, my cat Felix mimicked me and wore a suit.
Most nonchalant scammer I've seen in a very long time. Count my YouTuber days if you can please. I know what's gonna happen next. Little Kanye over here will leave the school after this segment and find some cut coincidentally near the school street. This guy's content is just so unpleasantly predictable and stale that it's not even remotely funny or enigmatic.
Imagine so many cats were being abandoned. Bad people. Cat? Oh my gosh, what an adorable kitten. Poor thing, you're a stray cat too, huh? I'll give you some food, bruh. Come with me. Oh, cat, look at me singing and dancing. Do you like it? Holy shoot, what am I looking at? Grandma, the cat is mimicking my singing and dancing.
Grandson, are you high or something?
I would say I'm surprised about the cat, but I'm really not. What was I fucking saying? This guy's content is so monotonously predictable, and the fact this loser got 800,000 subscribers as a result of him doing nothing but screaming and blabbering is just pathetic and shows how distorted his fans really is. Also, if you're this talentless that you have to live with your nerd face looking grandmother instead of your actual parents, then you know what, I'm just gonna skip a bit of this video to the end. I really want to end this piece of uselessness and say, wow, that was shit.
It's truly a perfect talent. I've never seen a cat like this in my entire life.
The lyrics OAEH were so impressive.
The winner is OEE.
Oh my god, cat, I'm so proud of you.
Well, I'm done with the internet today. I can't take any more of this guy's garbage fucking content. Thank you all for watching. Thanks for 62 subscribers. It really means a lot. Hey everyone, I'm pretty disappointed that not a lot of people are speaking up about this channel. Why I'm surprised is because of two reasons. One, this channel has almost 12 million subscribers and no critical videos have been made on them whatsoever. So since almost no videos have been made on them, I guess I'll credit Pedem for the inspiration for this video, cause he's really the only person I sort of know who made a video criticizing the guys we'll be talking about today. So with that being said, this is GameToons, a YouTube channel with over 11 million subscribers, and let me tell you, this channel has to be one of the worst content farms I've ever seen on YouTube. Let us begin.
It goes ba-bum, ba-bum, bum, click, bum, ba-bum, ba-bum, bum, click, bum, ba-bum, ba-bum, bum, click, bum. I be Lord of the Rings, I'm manifest. Represent from the den, I don't wear no vest. I got a heart in my chest, it goes ba-bum, ba-bum. I sway halfway, the day's hump, get over. I be Lord of the Rings, I manifest. Represent from the den, I don't wear no vest. I got a heart in my chest, it goes ba-bum, ba-bum. I sway.
Now before we start this video, I just like to clarify I don't hate this channel as a person itself, I just don't like the content they make on YouTube. So with that being said, this is Game Tunes, a YouTube channel with over 11 million subs and 600 videos, and we don't even need to scroll very much to find a video with popular video game characters. Let me know if this looks familiar, guys.
Some alone time. Huh? Are you okay?
Oh, Gray, I am, thanks to you. Thank you so much.
Yeah, sure, no problem. Who are you, anyway?
I'm Lily, and you're my hero, Gray. How can I ever repay you?
Well, you could.
This video by Game Tunes got almost 2 million views on YouTube. Remember that. Now if I pause and search up one of the characters, oh what a surprise, multiple videos have been made on this character displayed on screen. Oh, and before you say, what's wrong with him following a trend? And yes, I get Sprunky is a very popular game. The thing is, Game Tunes has 11 million subscribers. Most of the channels I found barely had a scratch of his sub count, so they are bound to get more views than the other channels, which brings me to my next point, their repetitive content. Another thing they like to do the most is regurgitate the same amount of content whenever it gets popular. Take a look at this video they posted a few days ago at the time of this video's production.
The time for weeping is over. Now it's time for revenge.
Sheesh, this storm kicked up out of nowhere. Lightning too? I need to get inside.
Now the video itself isn't really the issue here. Yes, the voice acting is kinda cheesy, but it's not the issue I have with this video. The issue emerges when you click the bottom corner of the description. Notice it says it's a compilation, and not even an hour later you can find the exact same video with just a few changes here and there. First things first, in the new one it actually has a different thumbnail than the old one, but I will give props to the older one, it actually has a better animation quality, while the newer one is literally bare minimum and probably took less than a week to compile together. And if I had to compare each one, the older one would be Sonic the Hedgehog, while the newer one would be Super Mario. Like, who likes Mario? If you like Super Mario, you're just a freaking loser, bro. I really don't care, it's my opinion. They created their channel in March of 2020. How the fuck did their channel go from this to this in such a short amount of time? Overall, Game Tunes is an example of what not to do when you create animations relating to characters. I hate how they constantly use the same old video game characters to boost their sub count. In short, this channel isn't really good in my books, but to be honest, I'm not surprised. I don't hate them as a person in any meanings, but they just suck hard at content creation. These guys are making garbage as content and expecting people to watch this shit. Like, no, Game Tunes, you're not that guy, bro. Anyways guys, hope you enjoyed this video. Make sure to like and subscribe for more videos like this. Nas Daily, a YouTuber with over 13 million subscribers, has recently responded from the backlash he got for exploiting countries and promoting fraudulent companies. He lost 50k followers overnight, has thousands of well-deserved hate comments, and his views have minimized from an average of 1 million views to now 30k views, and overall is a horrible person at most for what he has done on his time at YouTube. Okay, before we get to his response, I would like to do a brief summary on why this scumbag is getting so much hate. So a few years ago, Nas Daily was caught exploiting 2 women in the Philippines because of numerous accounts on Facebook from both the Filipinos' experiences. Then Nas would make a video addressing the allegations where he framed everything on the Filipinos, who called him out without showing any factual evidence, which sparked massive controversy for how terrible he handled the situation. Then a few months later, he got backlash from promoting 2 fraudulent crypto companies. He even commented in one of the videos criticizing him, which obviously gives off passive-aggressive vibes with the tone of his comment like, bro, it was just so stupid, man. I'm so sorry guys, I really don't want to milk this stupid drama. I just genuinely watched this response and it was so freaking stupid. I can't even describe it. I can't just let this go, so after this video we'll just put this behind us. So I just want you guys to guess on what this absolute genius does. A apologizes for scamming his audience and promised to do a bit more research. B says he still believes he wasn't in the wrong, but accepts others' criticism. C calls anyone who dislikes him clout chasers and hates him for no reason. If you answered C, you would unsurprisingly be correct. It's insane how 13 million delinquents following you everywhere on social media can boost your levels of entitlement and selfishness. We saw it with Baldy Carco, KSI, even Jeffrey Strogan to some extent, but never did I thought Nas Daily of all people would be this entitled about himself. Anyways, let's start this video.
It goes ba-bum, ba-bum, bum, click, bum, ba-bum, ba-bum, bum, click, bum, ba-bum, ba-bum, bum, click, bum. I be Lord of the Rings, I manifest. Represent from the den, I don't wear no vest. I got a heart in my chest, it goes ba-bum, ba-bum. I sway halfway, the day's hump, get over. I be Lord of the Rings, I manifest. Represent from the den, I don't wear no vest. I got a heart in my chest, it goes ba-bum, ba-bum. I sway.
So a few weeks ago, Nas Daily would upload a video as an attempt to respond to most of the accusations made against him, and by most I mean the ones he can easily use to manipulate his audience. So immediately once I started this video, he plays off the generic underdog story to manipulate his viewers that he isn't a bad person for like 5 minutes. What do I expect from someone like this? And let me just clarify, I hate idiots who use their past struggles to bait their viewers for empathy and remorse. The only person I can think of who did it as worse that isn't Baldy Carco is Jeffrey Mumbleboy, and how he uses his vocal disability to earn sympathy points from his gullible fanboys. Anyways, after rambling for 5 minutes on how much of a good person he is on camera, we finally get to the good stuff where he talks about the Wang Od controversy. And let me just tell you something, this has to be one of the most narcissistic bullshit you will ever see on this platform. Let me roll the clip.
Into a course. Now that's the context. So of course, a lot of people got angry about this, Alex and Lisha, because it shows Nas Daily as the villain. It's the evil. Oh, they're very evil. So what is the context here? Now blow my mind. Tell me the context.
So the context is, it wasn't Messiah who arranged the shoot. It was actually me.
Oh my God, Lisha, what the hell? You are exploiting the... I'm sorry. Go ahead.
So he's basically saying because he didn't arrange the tattooing program, it's false, which is completely delusional, since the link is literally still in that particular video. If you don't believe me, go check it out yourself. Like, bro, I hate people who plagiarize evidence to build up their own false agendas. Notice how he emphasizes the word villain to manipulate his viewers into thinking we're just mad haters. I like how he says later on that people were using mob mentality to justify the hate, when he literally spam reported a YouTuber by the name of Drox for showing a 30-second clip with copyrighted footage. The situation has eventually resolved, but if you want to support him, I'll link his channel in the video's description below. Anyways, now he's gonna talk about the crypto guys. I'm guessing the levels of narcissism about to come my way.
Sam Bankman-Fried, the guy, crypto, FTX, and that eventually was completely shut down and it was a fraud. Unfortunately...
What I want to say here is, like, if FTX didn't know, how would we know?
And that's unfortunate.
I'm so happy.
You're happy I'm bringing this up? What do you got to say about that?
Look, I mean, the truth is that when Nas Daily talks about new ideas, it's always going to be a risk.
What a pathetic statement. Okay, if you only made one video promoting a scam, that would be fine, but the fact you didn't make not one, but 4 videos potentially misleading your viewers with misogynistic titles or thumbnails is the problem. Also, you literally admitted in an interview with YouTuber Silicon Valley Girl that most of your videos are paid sponsors. Yeah, that's saying it lightly.
Interesting. So sometimes the characters are in your video are actually paid sponsorships.
Yeah, sometimes, yes.
Do you say that in the video?
So it's actually like less than 3% of the content.
Mm-hmm.
And we do not say that because, well, one, in the post, it's when we say thank you to XYZ, blah, blah, for making this possible. 2, it's like we don't live in America. So you don't actually have to say it.
Ironically, Silicon Valley Girl named this chapter his attitude to being exposed, which really shows a lot about Nas Daily's character as a whole in this situation. Also, it doesn't matter if you don't live in America, you are permitted to disclose whether the video is sponsored or not, just in case the video contains biased information, so the viewers can form their opinions without your indulgent influence. And why is it in your channel description it says you live in America? It really shows your Lack of any self-awareness when it comes to fair criticism. You can call the Cacao Project a scam because, allegedly, they were doing it for profit, but you can't do more digging on two fraudulent companies. Shame on you. Anyways, now for his next hot take.
And so as part of the Israel-Palestine conflict, I see a lot of people promote anger. Nas Daily is not designed to make you angry. Nas Daily is designed to make you think, have a nuanced objective, and actually make you optimistic about the world. And when it comes to Israel, I am optimistic about Israel and Palestine. My optimism about Israel and Palestine is that we will get to peace.
Fuck what you said? Fuck Israel, sir. No, we don't love Israel, my boy. We don't. Free Palestine, motherfuckers.
The worst part of this scene is that he genuinely thought he was onto something, not realizing we have this to debunk his goody-two-shoes claims. Like, imagine trying to bait your audience with a genocide that has been going on for decades, but failing in all three categories. Now, obviously, I'm not picking sides here. I already mentioned my opinion on the Israel and Palestine conflict in my first Scam Daily video. Go check that out if you're interested on my thoughts. Anyways, after the atrocity of these 4 chapters, we finally get to the climax of the story. Avi Yemini, which if you don't know is a YouTuber who previously confronted Nas Daily for his global agendas. This is gonna be fun, not the good fun, I hope.
I'm gonna call somebody who thinks I'm the villain. It's somebody that hates me. He made a lot of terrible videos about me. He doesn't know that I'm calling him. He doesn't know anything about this video, but I'm gonna confront him for the first time ever. And I'm gonna show you, I'm gonna prove to you that if you talk to the person that hates you, eventually they will realize that you're not that bad.
2,000 years later.
He's Avi Yemini, and he's in Australia. This is the first time we're talking in years.
It's happened to me a lot since October 7. Like, I used to be one of those guys that establishment, Jewish community, organizations love to condemn. And then after October 7, they realized that a lot of the things that I was saying that they were condemning me for, they're starting to realize which was true.
Yeah, I'm not buying this part of the video. There's no way this conversation wasn't either scripted or impersonated. Like, there's no way. And I like how Nas describes Avi as his biggest hater, but then 5 minutes later in the video they're praising Nusir's dying brand. Overall, this apology unsurprisingly didn't save his name. Hundreds of comments were calling him out for not taking any accountability throughout this video, with comments saying how hard it is to say sorry. The Filipinos might welcome you back if they see you're sorry enough, and if anyone feels useless, remember that someone worthless like Nas Daily exists. It didn't even make it better that Nas was accused of deleting comments, which I tested the day he uploaded this video. I made 5 comments, then went to bed, and out of those 5 comments, only one of them I can still see, which is this one I'm displaying on screen. He probably blocked me out of his channel, and yeah, that says it all about who Nas Daily truly is. These are my final statements. I'm a strong believer that actions speak better than words, but after seeing his side of the story, I can see he is a very egotistic and insecure guy who can't take criticism when it comes to his brand. Don't get me wrong, I can't deny he has done a lot of good deeds in the past, but after a period of time the money, fame and gratification got to his head and he started forgetting the real reason why he was so beloved, the authenticity of his videos. Anyways, thanks for watching the video.
My thingy is always up.
Even now?
Not now.
Why? Ain't I hot enough?
Eh?
What about now?
Yes guys, this is a real video on YouTube with no limitations or restrictions on YouTube, and has somehow garnered this degenerate scum thousands of subscribers over posting this slop to kids. I'm not gonna censor or blur any incidents in this video over protest for YouTube taking down my Multiverse AU video. For whatever reason, I'm gonna talk about that in my next video, but for now let's start this, guys. Hey everyone, welcome to another video. Today's subject of discussion goes by the alias Shappy Sway, or whatever the fuck, who was initially brought to my attention from both my friends RelaynG and NachoGay. Check them out if you can. But basically he makes animations literally revolving about softcore porn. Yes, I'm not kidding guys, that's his content agendas. I don't understand how this dude is literally getting away with sexualizing animals for views, but I guess we know who to blame for that incoherence. Anyways, let's go look at their actual content before I genuinely crash out for how absurd YouTube's guidelines really are. Remember guys, that is a real video which is public domain, meaning anyone with at least an internet connection can find this crap. So YouTube, if you take down this video for the same shit you're promoting, then that's all that needs to be said. If any of you by some chance didn't catch the gist, it said, you need proof your toy didn't arrive. Which if any of you don't know what that is, you're a real dude of this generation. I don't know how these videos aren't getting striked. Well, I know why, cause Shappy purposefully made the designs of the characters appear child-friendly, when in reality he's literally showing clips you would find on that hub site I definitely never went to. Anyways, I'm kinda getting off topic here now. Be honest, does this look like something that would breed its own kind, y'all?
Right, so here's how you're gonna defend dropping the soap. Once you bend down, when they come in, you're gonna reach for one of the leg back here. Grab pull, sit back, close the curtain, okay? And then from here, you know you're gonna get your revenge, man. Because sometimes you gotta be gay too.
It's time to stop!
Like, tell me this, bro, how can you be this socially voided in your entire life that you have to make predatory diddy jokes to cope with your non-existent friend group? Like, I usually don't mind when YouTubers make jokes like this, but if you're gonna do it to this degree, when you must be a fucking retarded loser, especially when they are using animals in such a provocative and distasteful manner. Shappy ended up making a community post with clarification, if you can even call it so, that his videos aren't made for kids just cause ChatGPT said he was right. Like, how stupid are you to think an AI software that for the most part needs other prompts to do its bidding can prove that you were unfairly accused? Like, saying it right now just sounds totally ridiculous to me, cause you can easily link a prompt for the AI software to do this. Anyways, next video guys.
Nice room.
Don't mention it.
Wow, even the remotes here are organized.
Like, do I even need to say it? Like, do I really need to explain what that is? Holy fuck. So for any of you youngians watching the channel, don't look that up. It's a very special remote that you probably shouldn't be learning about until you're 18. Who am I kidding? They're gonna look it up anyway, folks. Alright guys, that was the video. Sorry I couldn't make it as long as you guys might have hoped, but there is literally nothing better than me cleansing my eyes away from this channel as soon as possible.
It goes ba-bum, ba-bum, bum, click, bum, ba-bum, ba-bum, bum, click, bum, ba-bum, ba-bum, bum, click, bum. I be Lord of the Rings, I manifest. Represent from the den, I don't wear no vest.